The first Super Bowl of the new decade, Super Bowl 54, is underway. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They're led out by their strong-arm quarterback out of Texas A&M. It's Ryan Tannehill.
I think one of the things I like about Ryan Tannehill's game is that he understands what his receivers are looking for downfield. He played that position at Texas A&M before becoming the starting quarterback. So a lot of times when he's in the pocket looking downfield, he's actually running the routes with the receivers as he remembers them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete, but they take a big shot early.
Like the script, if they get the big play early, so much the better. But if nothing else, they send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
Uncorks one for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try. Turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end, and they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Adam Humphries deep for the Titans. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run in the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Touchdown, Titans! Derrick Henry, 52 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. Third down here. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
Kenny Vaccaro is an excellent player. Can cover in the slot, but his best attributes, tackling people and rushing the quarterback.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. This will be caught by Brown. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Jackson will throw again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And again, it's Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. That time a 9-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. Pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first. Maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on. And then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do? Put a man on him. The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing. Change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they get... And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd down, it's Ingram. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Throwing is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Now Jackson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen.
This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This one caught by Davis. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Give him 3 on the gain there, second and goal. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, as the first half is winding down, and the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
3 bucks.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Let's go!
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight as his guys continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This will be taken about the 12. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. They go play action with Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. Tannehill uncorks one for Davis, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Uncorks one for Davis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He finds Roberts complete, and he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. Jackson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. This is Ingram. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. To throw on third down. Jackson. That's complete. Right around the 8. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, that field goal block pretty much sums up the day for them, doesn't it?
Boy, it really does. What's the word we often use? Symptomatic. It's just been a sign of how this one's gone.
Give a lot of credit to the guys who got in and blocked the kick. They've had the advantage all game, and they continue to press it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there, but it'll be second down. To throw again on second down. Tannehill, a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. To throw is Jackson on third down. To Boyle here over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Less than 2 minutes remain here in Super Bowl 54. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jackson on first down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Jackson to throw again. Short throw into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, he's got a man. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing now, Tannehill. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. He'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us. And they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And now it's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here comes Humphries on the return.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And they're singing in the Music City. The Tennessee Titans are your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.